Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. The Russians had that little partial mobilization a while ago, and the West was the weasels, the mass media, the free world started claiming that the Russians are just deploying new troops on the front without training and without proper, clothes and no ammunition, and basically just to be shot by the poor Ukrainians who defend their country. Okay, that's how the story went. Now, we find that the Russians trained those guys and they just deployed them. So they said, another article said that actually the Russians are still, mobilize people, and from the so-called 300,000 people that they say they will mobilize, they mobilized 315,000 already. I read an article today stating that I don't know if that's true or not. Whatever, they can mobilize if they want 30 million. So what's your point? Oh, they lied? Pfft, you never lied? All right, they all lie. We all lie. All right, so I have a little article here with two little people here. All right, and we find out that this comes from Ukrinform, Republic World. It's an Indian media outlet. And it comes from the 24th of January 2023. This is the title. Russia has deployed thousands of new troops on front lines, claims US military official. Russia has deployed tens of thousands of troops to the front lines in Ukraine in an effort to reinforce their position. However, they aren't well trained. It's okay. You are all trained and good to go. You send the tanks, but again, these guys are not well trained. All right, let's see what these guys are saying. Russia has recently deployed tens of thousands of troops to the front lines in Ukraine in an effort to reinforce their position, according to a senior US military official cited in a CNN report. Unbelievable. So it's a US military official that you can trust, and then you got CNN that you can definitely trust. However, the official stated that these troops have had little impact on the ongoing conflict. Then why do you bother to even mention it? As they were reportedly ill-equipped, ill-trained, and are being rushed to the front lines without proper preparation. So there could be target practicing for the Ukrainians then. Why do you even have to say anything about it? Don't tell me you care about the Russians all of a sudden. The troops were not nearly organized, and they apparently began arriving on the battlefield following Russia's state mobilization of 300,000 new personnel in October. It is worth flagging that the Joint Chief Chair General Mark Milley, an average at best guy, had stated on Friday that Russia has suffered, and I'm quoting, significantly well over 100,000 casualties now. How many Ukrainians casualties, Mr. Milley? Oh, you don't want to tell us? All right. Including killed in action and wounded in action. The fear in Ukraine is that Russia is planning a spring offensive. That will happen, I'm guaranteeing you that. As the snow would have melted by the time and the ground will be suitable for movement of troops. Ukraine is preparing for the spring offensive by training its forces. Did you hear that? So those guys are ill-equipped, ill-trained, and they're just rushed to the front lines without proper preparation. But Ukraine is preparing for the spring offensive by training its forces. This kind of things I encountered in kindergarten, or maybe the first and second grade. This kind of, the way these guys are talking to us is like they talk with children. And it's true, I agree, that a big portion of our fellow citizens are below 86 IQ. That's a proven fact. It's not me saying that because I'm a bad dude. Okay, I might be bad dude, but I'm telling you what science said, statistics. Okay, so a lot of people, about 40% of the population is below 86 IQ. According to data not me. All right? Just get your telephone, click, 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 and you're going to find out. And the below 86 IQ means that those individuals are, and how do you integrate those individuals in the society? I tell you how. How are they able to drive a car? How are they able to hold a job? How are they able to hold a job and perform at the job? I tell you how. I don't know if you saw the movie Idiocracy. I heartily recommend that for you. Idiocracy. Beautiful song, Jesus Christ. Beautiful movie, okay? Over there, you're gonna see how they succeeded in keeping people below 86 IQ working. Go to a hospital, go to a certain kind of businesses, and you're gonna see how things are operated right now. Deal over there with those people and ask another question that they were never asked before, and they will never be able to clink, 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 answer it. Why? Look at the images. Like you go to McDonald's, you see the burger, the different kind of burgers over there, and you're like, I want that one, I want that one, McDonough, and they give you that one. Doesn't look like that one, but they give you that one. All right, so let's go back to these guys that treat us like children, and for good reason. But it's good. You know why? Because you and I could feel like gods around these people, right? So what? Look who's leading us. Our representatives are the same as, a little bit sneakier, because obviously they use something called weasel, how do you call it? Weasel ship. All right, we got to train in weasel ship now. That's a quality nowadays to succeed in life. Let's go back to this BS here. See what these guys are saying. Ukraine is seeking battle tanks to counter the expected Russian spring offensive. You will get them all. Don't worry. You start having about what? You're going to be given Abrams 31 tanks. You're going to be given 14 Leopard 2 from Germany tanks. You're going to receive from Poland. You're going to receive from everywhere. First batch, because that will not be enough. You will want more and more and more. And besides, the next move is going to be fighter jets, and you're going to get them. I think Slovakia is ready to give you some, or the Czech Republic, one of the two. Anyway, Ukraine also believes it needs armor to defend against Russia, and that is why Kiev is telling Western nations that it needs battle tanks. And why should the West care? UK has agreed to supply Kiev with battle tanks, but Germany remains blah, blah, blah. As I said, they already provided you with, they will provide you with that. They made the announcement today, and that's a done deal. Next move is going to be how many? More and more and more. Never enough, never enough. And why not? Who's paying? So, yeah, of course, I want more and more if someone else is paying. Send Aston Martin, send it here, all right? Or I don't know, send a Bugatti. I'm here, I'm ready for it. And Mercedes, that too. Okay, if someone else pays, give me 50, and I'm gonna sell them to the black market and get some money, like Ukraine does with that, right? No, they don't do it. They don't do it because there's about 1,000 U.S. inspectors over there just walking around and checking the Ukrainians, so they don't do any hanky-panky, but they wouldn't because they're different people. They're not like Russians. You know what I mean? Man, they are just making fool of us. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart. Look for the truth and be just, my friends.